Should you be relying on intuition while making decisions? We'll discuss about this in this today's video. Hi, my name is Abhimanyu Datta. I'm an elder brother, elder son, fiance to a superwoman. I'm an MBA turned logistics entrepreneur and now profit scale up coach. I've been published by a leading English newspaper and I was empaneled by Minister of Textiles Government of India to train over 200 entrepreneurs of the country over a period of 6 months. And I'm on a mission to help 1 million entrepreneurs under the age of 45 achieve 10x profit using intuition, and I'm the founding partner of 10x Profit Hub. So let's start this video and understand, should you be relying on intuition while making a decision? So there are two types of people. One who are purely logical. They use logic in everything. They don't go by thoughts or feelings or emotion. They always look for logic in each and everything, in every discussion, in every decision. And second type of people who use intuition as well apart from logic. For example, sometimes they're really confused what to do, so they really rely on their feelings or what their internal voice is talking to them. So these are basically two types of people we see in the world and in your professional world and in your personal life as well. So what are the advantages when you use intuition in decision making? We as individuals have to make decisions on a consistent basis. Every day we have to make small or big decisions. The moment you get up to you sleep, you go to sleep, you're always making decisions. It's either big or small, and every decision has some consequences which you face immediately or in the near future. So what are the advantages? Let's have a look at them. So when you're making decisions in a complex and unfamiliar situations, intuition can help you make decisions quickly. Sometimes what happens is we as human beings have experience of limited things, but there are so many things out of our perspective, out of our understanding, out of our experiences. So all those situations we face sometime or the other which are very unfamiliar and these are pretty complex, and then we are short on time. So if you have to make quick decisions and you want to be sure that the decision you have taken is correct, use intuition. Advantage number two, when you're using intuition to make decisions, it will always keep you aligned with your life's purpose. Your life's purpose can be anything. Your life's purpose can be to make a difference in this world through your work. Now, if you're doing something and you think that your work is not helping you achieve your purpose, you naturally become dull. You don't have that kind of excitement. So if you want to make sure that everything that you do is keeping on track and is taking you towards your life's goal and life's purpose, use intuition. Number three, when you're open to new ideas, intuition can really help you. Most of the times in our personal lives as well as professional lives, what happens is we are always thinking inside a particular set of guidelines. As there is a saying, thinking inside the box. So people always ask, think outside the box, and you can only think outside the box when you use intuition, because when you use intuition you become more open to adapting new ideas and implementing them. So you will always see a person who uses intuition in his decision making is more open to new ideas than a person who is totally based on logical reasoning only. For them it would be very difficult to even make them believe that this new idea can work. So that's the advantage, that you're open to new ideas. It also helps when you're using intuition in making a decision. Like, do you want to trust someone? Do you want to trust this friend? Do you want to trust this person who is saying whether he's saying is it right or wrong? It can also help you in reading people and situations quickly and correctly when you use intuition. See, intuition is a wonderful tool. It's a tool which is invisible, but it can help you access information from the invisible to your mind and you can immediately react on it. So there are two things to intuition. One, your willingness to understand and listen intuition, and number two, to really implement it, to take action on it fearlessly. So if you use this tool, it can be a very wonderful tool to catch people who are either lying or are hiding something from you, and also to understand the situation. Sometimes you're caught up in the web of situations completely that we can't see it from another perspective. Intuition gives you the power to look at the situation at a very different perspective, from an outsider's perspective or from a director's perspective, and you can see yourself on a stage. Whereas if you don't use intuition, you're just a character on the stage and you can only see what is happening and you can't see what is going to happen. So for example, when you see a play, you're sitting in the audience but you can see the whole stage and you know what's going to come, what's next, because you're looking from a different perspective. But as a character on the stage is just in that moment itself. So the power of intuition is such that it can help you read people and situations more correctly and appropriately. Next advantage of using intuition, it acts as a cautionary voice. So sometimes when we are taking a decision which can be risky, it helps us to stop us. It gives us a message that stop this decision can really harm you, either financially, either mentally, emotionally, or maybe even physical harm. So it acts as a cautionary voice. And last advantage is that it gives you access to a higher intelligence and wisdom. Apart from the human intelligence, there is also something called as the higher intelligence. All the information, all the data is stored there. So you might call it the higher subconscious, your subconscious mind, your wisdom, God's knowledge. You can use any term, but there exists a higher intelligence. If you study the autobiography of Nikola Tesla or even Albert Einstein or Newton, they all use intuition because that is where they have got their ideas. They have got their ideas from the ether, and then they also knew how to really implement it just because they used intuition. So these are the amazing advantages of intuition. And think, as an entrepreneur, what all magic you can do in your business if all those scientists have used intuition and have they made a great name for themselves and also made an impact in the world. Now, in conclusion, whether you should be using intuition in your decision making or not. So I'll speak about 2-3 points. Number one, if you lack experience in a particular situation, all right, or how to handle that situation, it's better to use intuition because sometimes the data is not supportive. All right, but following intuition may feel like a risk, but that's where I said following intuition require two things: one, understanding and recognizing intuition, and number two, fearlessness to apply that intuition. Because remember, intuition will never let you down, it will never let you face losses. In the long run, you would understand that the decision you took based on intuition saved you a lot on all levels: physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, and it pays off in the end. So even if you lack experience in a particular subject, in a particular profession, it might feel fearful, it might feel dangerous to listen to your intuition, but if you learn how to recognize it and implement it, it becomes much easier. And ultimately, if you use intuition, you have access to a higher intelligence or God's intelligence or God's guiding hand. It all depends on you whether you want to use intuition or not in your decision making. As an entrepreneur, it's totally up to your choice. I hope you like this video, but before you go, I have a very important announcement. So we have a community of 10x Profit Hub where the community members get access to exclusive content, trainings and webinars where they learn how to use intuition to get 10x profit in their profession on business. So if you really want to learn about it, click on the link below, join our community, and I'll see you there. Till then, take care, bye bye, and we'll see you in the next video.